Omega fans in the house, let me hear your cheers. Let me hear your excitement, because this is going to be game number 5, our final game of the day. One of these teams moves on. One of them goes home. The Land of Dawn will be witness to the end of one team's hopes and dreams here, and we shall bear witness.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 5. The hope of Malaysia, Orange Esports versus Smart Omega.
The defending Southeast Asian champions here, as again, we are just going to see, actually a different pathing here this time around for Gary. He doesn't go for that purple buff first, he actually opts to go for the orange buff to go for the turtle. Yeah, they're pathing both for the turtle, but now Chaknu, good read onto this. They know what Min did back in game 3. Min can no longer do that, and Ryzen picks up the purple buff, looking for the punish now.
Min going to not be able to steal that away. Both Min and Man gonna get caught out by that, but again, this is the early game, not enough damage yet to really pick anyone off. I'm gonna be curious as well, especially on Born, on this Benedetta in the EXP lane. I have seen him play it once or twice, but I didn't know it would be comfortable enough for him to pick it in this final series.
Yeah, so already a good start here for Smart Omega, right? They don't want the same situation to happen, so they protect the jungle. Meanwhile, the big question mark is, how do you utilize this Benedetta pick in the XP lane versus, Renzio on this Esmeralda? You always can fall back on that plan B. You can split push, you can cause pressure around the map, but at the same time, you want to be able to utilize that pick for those team fights, whether that's to bait ultimates out from Smart Omega or just play around that kind of pressure.
In this game, I kind of feel like the Benedetta can only really focus on one target. That's a Xavier, right? Because Irithel way too mobile, especially with the sprint that Kelra opted to go for here in this game. So Etumax probably going to be the focus for Born, and that's it, right? The thing is, Omega have so much disengage as well with the bouncing ball. They can actually nullify a lot of that damage, and the dash is coming in from Born. But both teams here just poking each other down, as Ryzen will obviously be the one to start this turtle with the Karina. And they go for Chaknu here.
Yeah, Chaknu's going to take quite a bit of damage, has to flicker out. Dawning Light going to come out too. Turtle still going to be worked on. There you go. Gary could be looking for a play here or goes for the turtle. It's going to be secured here though by Ryzen, but Gary does fall. First blood going in the hands of Etumax. Now Renzio going to be the focus here. Mid and Man finding one, but the knockup is there. 2 fall for Orange Esports.
That's a good start for Omega right there, making use of the fact that even though the Dark Knight Falls was already popped out, Ryzen was still able to time the retribution properly. They pick up Gary afterwards, they get another one, and down here in the bottom lane as well, Valence going to have some trouble against Kelra.
Oh, he got hit by the Dawning Light too, if I'm not mistaken there. Yeah, this is just not a good matchup for Wade Chaknu. Oh. I thought he was going for the dive there.
He's just checking.
He's just checking, he's just checking at it.
Yep, pretty much.
That works too, And again, this is Chaknu looking for those plays around Kelra because they want to be able to let Kelra have a better time on this Irithel pick, because we've seen it before. It does have a chance to really just pop off like that Beatrix pick. So Valence has his work cut out for him, but if he can buy time on this Clint, that's the best case scenario.
Yeah, absolutely the best case scenario. This gold lane, again, is going to be heavily prioritized by both teams because they don't want Kelra to come online on orange, and Omega, that's exactly what they want to happen. Meanwhile, in the EXP lane, Born will definitely have a bit more difficulty against Renzio split pushing simply because Esmeralda is pretty strong. And here comes Ryzen to clean things up.
Good pickoff from the side of Omega right now. They look for the trade on the bottom side. Chaknu go, wave the dragon.
There you go, wave the dragon. But look at this setup coming out from Chak Mamba. Can they follow it up? That's going to be the kill going to Etumax, and they're just taking one after another here. Now focusing on Man. Kelra should be able to get another kill here. Oh, yeah, actually going to get quite a bit of health back. Kelra now on the retreat, so still able to survive. But Smart Omega finding some kills.
Huge by Chak Mamba, and that's why we all just gasped after that Kufra pick, right? That's a signature pick. That's what we've been waiting for from Chaknu. And now it's time to take a look at the emblems once again for both of these teams.
I think what is going to be the most interesting emblem out of them all here is the fact that Man did decide to go for Mystery Shop on the Julian. You typically would see more utility options right now, but it does look like he wants to use this to scale up. I'm wondering if he's going to be sticking to the same build overall, but they know that they need to rely on Man's damage towards that mid game.
Yeah, and right now, Turtle's going to be the focus here. It's less than half health. There's going to be the way of the dragon. Can they find the kill? Ryzen gets the turtle. The balance is in trouble. Chaknu finds another one. That's going to be a killing spree now for Ryzen. They're turning this one around. Born trying to find something, but the killing spree for at 2 max. They find a kill after kill, plus the turtle.
It's a disaster for Orange Esports here, man. Omega already again with that 7 kills in the 5th minute of the game. 3,000 gold lead. They take that mid lane turret. The pressure's all theirs now. They can control the tempo. They can control the game. Orange Esports will be forced to play the enemy's tempo, and there you have it. Once again, Born trying to find some compensation, trying to look for the trades, but in the end, he's going to be the one forced to back up, and there's nothing that they can take on the board.
Omega just got complete control of the map thanks to these early skirmishes. Already 7 kills to 1, only 5 minutes into the game, and because of that, it's going to become very difficult for Orange to try and rotate around. Min constantly finding the way of the dragon onto the Kufra, and that is the last target you want to kick towards your team.
Yeah, tough, because we're seeing just how effective Chaknu is on the Kufra here, and it's only, what, 6 minutes in the game, so at this point, Orange Esports, you want to buy some time, right? We're seeing Born really trying to do exactly what that Benedetta is supposed to do. Push the lane, try to buy time, cut the lanes. But look, he could be in trouble here as Chaknu and Akelra find him. Born going to try to do his best to survive, but it takes quite a bit of damage, but has that final blow. Here's Ryzen, though, to follow up, gets the mega kill.
Oh, they're just so on point here. Renzio now caught, locked down, but still, he's able to run away even with all this.
Ooh. You can't, I mean, that's tough to deal with, but now the response from Smart Omega, they should be able to just be able to back up here. And right now, I mean, picks are going to be in favor of Smart Omega, but if Orange Esports can find those moments for them, this is going to be relying on Min to find those way of the dragons.
But this is still going to be very ideal for Omega as well, because if you see on the opposite side of the map, Kelra is getting left alone to farm up his items, which is exactly what he wants to do in this game, in every game basically. Turtle now being contested.
Yep, they get the knockoff. They force that to Max back, but look at the turtle. It's going to be secured here. Falling Star Moon in. They're going to push Min back now, and no one goes down just yet. Kelra looking for something, but backs off.
Chaknu steals the turtle? Did I see that right? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He stole the turtle. So at this point, don't leave it open. It's not meta. It shouldn't work, but it's Chak Mamba, bro.
It's the Chak Mamba for a reason. So now, again, comfortably at 4K gold lead, you can see the confidence already just showing in the decisions that they're making. I mean, if Chaknu's securing the turtle, the rest of the team is forcing Orange Esports back. They've got to buy some time.
Yeah, Orange Esports definitely needs to take a backseat. They need to refocus themselves and decide how they want to play around this. Ideally, they get catches onto Kelra, they get catches onto A2 Max, but Chaknu is proving to be such a huge problem on this Kufra, and Ryzen, his rotations have always been on point to support any stragglers that are able to escape. So even if they want to try and rely on Born split pushing, he's being matched up by Renzio.
Oh, Chaknu gonna go in. There's the way of the dragon. They find Chaknu. That's quite a bit of damage. Can they get the kill? Are they gonna be, oh, they whiffs a little bit there. They find one here, going over to Gary, but the response now from Ryzen gets the knockup out. Ryzen's now gonna take quite a bit of damage. There's the falling Star Moon, finds a target here. There you go, Renzio getting the double kill. Orange Esports, though, finds Chaknu.
And again, Omega, they collapse so well timed, so well organized here. They're able to just convert on so many objectives here. Renzio is just going to have that free turret bottom side, just waiting for the minions. And Omega, the rest of them, they go towards that top side. Ryzen so low, he doesn't even care anymore because there's just no more pressure for Orange. The fact right now is that Omega are stomping Orange. 6,000 gold lead, 8 minutes in, and their heroes, they're supposed to be scaling here. Irithel, Xavier. It's just really rough for Orange.
Yeah, they're dealing with a lot being thrown at them, right? And you can just see the confidence again in Smart Omega. Just, again, building this type of lead at this point in the game, it's less than 10 minutes. It's probably going to be another free objective for them too as they center around this Lord Pit. Not sure what Orange Esports can try to do here to actually contest this. It might be better if they just let it go. Right now, Min showing that he wants to look for a pick possibly here. Meanwhile, Smart Omega going to work on that. Renzio is going to be just going one-on-one at the top versus Born. No one commits just yet. Born getting quite low. It's going to be a solo kill for Renzio.
Oh, it turns from bad to worse, right? At this point, Chaknu also just opening up the map freely here as they're not even at risk of dying at this point. The Dawning Light takes away half of Valence's HP. This is where the items, the XP difference and all the gold as well is making such a big difference, right? Etumax, one Dawning Light, I think takes half HP of everyone here from Orange.
Yeah, and at this point, Renzio can just pretty much just go in front of it, whoever he wants to. There's the combination. Gary has to back out, use that Darkness Falls for defensive. They grab the Lord here. This is looking really bad for Orange Esports.
Yeah, this is absolutely not ideal at all. A 7k net worth deficit at this point in the game is basically going to be a free game going over to Omega. Again, it's going to require a pretty big mistake or big opportunity for Orange to come back on this one. If we look at the items so far, we can see that Mon actually is still going for that Clock of Destiny Lightning Trunkian build, but Etu Max, he's already matched that up as well. Kelra already on 3 completed items. This Irritail is really stacking up, and Omega are going to make use of that to just constantly storm down Orange Esports.
Look at how aware they are. You know, Omega, they're just reading out the map once again. They know the orange buff is up, and they know that Chaknu, with Chaknu on this Kufra with the bouncing ball, there's just nothing, honestly, Orange Esports can do. There's not a threat at all. Born can't dash, Min can't dash, Valence will not be able to engage, and so their whole composition just falls on itself here with Chaknu on that Kufra. Renzio can do whatever he wants. Bottom side now getting sieged down with that mid lane falling as well. And again, Orange feels like no response.
Chaknu goes in. They're going to look for Man. He has to flicker out here. They're going to force them back. So they buy a little bit of time, but Smart Omega once again just assaulting the base here. If you're Min, who do you even try to kick here? At this point, you can't even get to the back lane. Look again at the Dawning Light damage. It's just unreal already at this point. Chaknu goes in. They solo him out. He's going to get taken out here. Min is taken off the map. Meanwhile, Smart Omega is still going to be working on this bottom. They should be able to crack open the base of Orange Esports. They do have some damage though, but it's not enough. Kelra finding a kill. Born trying to buy some time, but he gives up here. And Ryzen grabs another one. This could be it as they fall apart here. Smart Omega going to take a disciplined decision and back off.
It's just so scary when Omega gets to this point. It's back to a best of one, right? They feel no pressure. They actually feed on pressure. This is what they like. This is where they find their comfort. And at this point, 9.7k gold lead, like you mentioned, Staffa, it's looking really grim, honestly, for Orange Esports. It feels like Omega need to make a massive mistake for Orange to even have a chance at coming back in this game. And knowing Omega, it's really, really
slim.
It's very slim, almost impossible.
It's very slim. They thrive on pressure, as you guys mentioned. This is a situation that was made for them. And Orange, no matter what they try to do, they're just gonna get caught out one by one.
See, even if you're the Benedetta, right, you can't avoid that much, right? Especially when you're this far behind. We're talking about 10k gold lead, 13 minutes in, completely different from previous games here. So right now, like you guys mentioned, Smart Omega not going to be letting this one slip through their fingers. Lord is now enhanced. It's coming up here. There's no contest for this one, as Gary's just going to get zoned out by Renzio, 1 versus 1. And there you go, another objective going to be secured here.
And this is the risk of Orange Esports composition, right? Back in the draft, look at it. They don't have a frontliner. Sure, you can say that Min is a tank, but base stats alone, he's not really a tank, right?
Yeah.
He's not made for a tank. The role isn't a tank. Yes, he can be played there. Benedetta as well. Not really that tanky. They can't really take a lot of damage. So this composition was built around going for that heavy skirmish in the early game, getting the lead, and just pushing it, like in Game 3. Omega, they took that. They understood the assignment, and instantly they took Orange Esports on that task. They just fought for it every single time, and now it's Omega controlling the game. Orange, with this composition, who's going to take the damage? They can't sustain it.
And a lot of that momentum just came down to Chaknu on his signature Kufra, and now they're going to be engaging again.
There's Min with the Way of the Dragon. Chaknu did go in, but that's the turret falling. Dawning Light's going to come out here. They find a Born. Now Smart Omega could be looking to end the game as they crack open the base of Orange Esports on all lanes. Meanwhile, the Lord's going to be marching down bottom. They find a Min, grabbing another kill. This could very well be it. Can Orange Esports defend against this? It's just way too much. Smart Omega will be taking the series in game number 5.
Once again, they do not fall. Omega refuse to
be taken down. You can see Kelra as well. Just, that's the personality. That's Kelra right there. You can see the crowd as well. The Omega fans are